Guys, time to get a little bit serious, to get a little bit juicy. And you guys, as Jake Paulers, are probably gonna see a little bit of a side of me that I never ever show. So I get home from Los Angeles, and I'm doing my thing, whatever. And someone asked me. They asked me if I have seen Brian Lee's new video. And if you guys don't know who Brian Lee is, a lot of you guys know him by his alias name of RiceGum's. His name is Brian, and that's how I'm going to address him. They were like, "Yo, have you seen Brian's new video?" And I was like, "No, like what's it about? Like what's going down? I don't know." And they tell me that it's a video about them reacting to our new Team 10 house.
Any house with an elevator just makes the house automatically cool. The thing is though, their house is only 2 floors, right? And like, take the stair. Our house has 8 floors, so sometimes going up and down, it's like kind of hard, so we need an elevator. Y'all got 2 floors, boy.
And basically just like talking smack on everything the whole entire time. And that's totally fine. But then they proceeded to tell me that within the video, he was making fun of suicide, of people committing suicide.
And then a rope hanging down with like the swirly thing and then like a chair underneath. Just right around there somewhere.
And then he was making fun of Nick Crompton and Tessa Brooks and body shaming them and calling them fat.
That's not an elevator. Like, I'm telling you, if Tessa and Nick Crompton hopped in that, it would break. I mean, it's just over capacity.
And so I watched the video. I was just like, I was blown away. Everyone has seen recently that Brian is a terrible, terrible person. He is a scumbag. His mom, iDubbbz, made a video about him, basically dissecting everything that this scumbag, this terrible human being has ever done. Dude, you are a terrible, terrible, terrible human being. iDubbbz then proceeds in the rest of that video to expose him more and more and more and more. We don't even have to get into all of that because it doesn't involve me. Brian's most recent video has extremely touched me and hurt me in many different ways. He could say whatever he wants about me. I don't respond to hate. I don't care about the hate. People can hate on me all they want. I make fun of myself. I made a whole entire diss track on myself. That's great. Like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, hate all you want on me. But when you start to talk about things and people that I care about, that are my family, in a demeaning way, and you don't stop. And he never stops. Every week, every video he posts is something new, involving my family members, involving me, involving talking about subjects in a terrible way. The one example is like the rape thing. Like, how can you support, how can you even make fun of that as a human being? And you guys know me, I never respond to the hate. Like, I have more than enough hate to respond to, and I never respond to it because that's not the way to handle things. People shouldn't be like beefing over the internet and like going back and forth and back and forth. This isn't about the hate, this isn't about the beef. This is about this kid, Brian Lee, who has this platform where he promotes negativity and things to his fans that should not be allowed to be made fun of or talked about in that type of way. And so for me, it's about stopping that. So I start to watch the video. The first thing I notice is that Brian has my post notifications turned on his YouTube channel. So Brian, thank you so much for being a Jake Pauler.
Team 10 has a new house?
But they start to make fun of the Team 10 house, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I proceed to watch the video. I'm sorry, I'm like baffled. He starts to make fun of suicide. And by implying that I should kill myself or people in the Team 10 house should kill themselves.
And then a rope hanging down with like the swirly thing and then like a chair underneath, just right around there somewhere. What do you think?
I think you should put like vanity to do your makeup. Yeah, I think that could be really useful.
There you go.
Whether he's joking or not, he needs to be called out for these actions. This is unacceptable. Hundreds of thousands of families are affected by suicide every single year. It's not something to joke about or even to encourage anyone to do. And the reason why this is so dear to me is because if you remember, less than like 4 days ago, I made a whole entire vlog about this bracelet that I'm wearing, about this girl who took her own life and whose family is completely affected by it, and that the little sister can't cope with it and has to go to a hospital just to be able to live her life. And she's a Jake Pauler, and my videos inspire her. And so the fact that Brian is sitting there making fun of it when there's people like that suffering, I just don't get why or how people can support this kid. So I fast forward through the video, and I'm gonna address some more points from the video, but the next thing that like really truly bothered me and is why I'm making this video is he talks about how Nick and Tessa are fat and he's body shaming them. He says that if they got into their elevator, that the elevator would break. And this isn't the first time that he is body shaming Nick or Tessa. He continually talks about this. And you know, the first couple of times that I heard about this, I was like, okay, I'm gonna let it go. But it needs to stop. Like, this kid needs to stop. He is a wrecking ball of negativity, and who knows when he is going to actually offend or deeply hurt a kid by bullying them. You consistently make fun of girls and their bodies. You're making fun of something that could be out of someone's control. There are so many people out there who feel comfortable in their own bodies. It doesn't matter how big they are, and everyone should feel comfortable in their own bodies, and everyone can look however the they want. And for you to make fun of somebody for their attributes that they might not be able to control is up, and you need to be stopped. Tessa is one of the most beautiful girls that I have ever seen. You can't sit there and body shame her. Like, who are you? Women should feel so comfortable in their own bodies, and they should be able to post wearing whatever they want, or be whoever they want, or eat as much as they want. And for you to put her in that corner and to talk to her like that is messed up. And that's why these two types of things, like where you're bullying people and making fun of suicide, and you're doing it so nonchalantly, who the are you, dude? You're setting a terrible example for every kid who watches your videos. And if you are a Brian Lee supporter, like, I feel sorry for you. There is more to the world out there than bringing people down and watching them get hurt by it. If that's the kind of comedy that you have to resort to, and that's the type of videos that you always have to make up about, then in my eyes, once again, you are a piece of and Brian Lee supporters, there is more to the world than dragging people down and being negative. That won't get you anywhere. And he does not stop. He continues to do this on a case-by-case basis. There is more to the world, and it's not too late to literally join a positive YouTuber and change your mindset on life. Positivity makes the world better. That's what I preach on a day-to-day basis. I'm not saying become a subscriber to me, although we are the strongest flipping team on YouTube. Smash that subscribe button. What I'm saying is you guys need to change your mindset, or you're gonna live your life just being filled with hatred. And the Jake Paulers know this. I know a ton of Jake Paulers, and I hate to be showing this side of me, and I hate to be responding to stuff like this, but Jake Paulers, we need to stand up against this. All of us are positive, we smile, we work hard every single day. We create our own original content. We're changing the world for the better. The Jake Paulers and I together have raised over $250,000 for charity. That's the type of stuff that Brian should be using his platform for. But instead, he uses it just to talk and bring other people down. And guys, on a side note, all of the proceeds of this video are going to go to the AFSP, which is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So hopefully we can make a difference and combat against these people who think it's okay to make fun of suicide. And if you ever feel alone, or like you're lonely, or like there's no hope for you guys, you can call this number right here and get help. I know you might feel like you're at a low point in your life, but always try to keep on smiling and work hard, and that's really all you can do. And Brian, I know you're watching this, so stop hiding behind your little computer and make a change. Be positive. Change your fan base. You're a talented kid. I've met you before. You can make a change for the better, but stop being a piece of shit. And Jake Paulers, I apologize ahead of time because I never respond to hate, because Brian is my son. I am his daddy and iDubbbz is his mom. I am beating this dead horse into the grave because this kid needs to be stopped unless he wants to make a change. I'm all for people making mistakes and becoming a better person. Nobody is perfect, but this kid has not changed. So Brian, you can hate on me all you want, talk about my house, whatever you want to say, but in your video, you started comparing us. You started saying that, oh, our house is this, your house is that. Don't ever compare me to your sorry ass. I bought this house with my own damn money. You're paying rent for one room within that house. You don't even have enough money to buy a house in California. But going back to my point earlier, that wasn't the Team 10 house because you can't do anything there besides make content in your room. My backyard has a backyard. And once again, you're renting it. Hold on, let me keep going. You made a video about your AdSense earnings. Let's check it out.
So last month I made a roughly $60,000 for 1 month.
Wow, you made $60,000 in a month, Brian? If I make $60,000 in one day, I come here to my bed and I cry myself to sleep as a failure. $60,000 for me is a bad day. And I know your merch sales aren't but if you are wearing his merch, that means you support all of this negativity and all that bad stuff, which makes you not cool in my books. I do not stand for that. Furthermore, my page has 3 billion views. I've been doing this for 1 year. You've been a YouTuber for since I can remember. Oh, but wait, hold on. If we add up all the videos that you've ever made about me, it equals 200 million of your views, which means 20% of your channel is because of me. Your biggest video is because of me. I am your dad. Speaking of 20%, if you want to sign to Team 10 so you can become relevant again, I'll be glad. I know you want to join Team 10, except I'm taking 40% of your career because there's a lot of work to do. And while we're on the topic of Team 10, it's crazy how you guys want to copy us and create your little Clout Gang, when I have made everyone that is in Clout Gang. I am the owner of Clout Gang. I am the CEO of Clout Gang. I have given all the clout to Clout Gang. And if you look at it, I think Clout Gang actually spells Logan. Because why not throw Logan into the mix? Logan and I are your dads. We gave birth to you. No more iDubbbz. It's Logan and I. Call us daddy from now on. Please, whenever you address me. Wait, how much time do we have? Yeah, I'm gonna keep on going. Brian, you don't have a car while I'm out here in California riding around in cars that spit flames. All of the Lambos that you flex with are rented. And anybody else that is watching this besides Brian, guys, I'm not trying to brag. I don't need to brag. People see the stuff that I have. If he wants to play the compare game, like I said, I'm going to put the nail in the coffin because this kid needs to shut the f up. And again, to anyone watching, this is not how you handle situations. This is a once in a lifetime rare occasion that you will see from Jake Paul. We are in 2 completely different leagues. Brian is a YouTuber. I am an actor, a businessman, a CEO who happens to vlog my life on a day-to-day basis. I run a multi-million-dollar company. I'm a Disney Channel star. I've done Fox movies, YouTube Red movies. I have my own YouTube Red show. This kid wakes up at noon every day and can barely put out a video. And Brian, I know this is the reaction you wanted out of me. You're so happy right now. Call your mom and tell her that it's your big day. Tell her to break out the nicest outfit that she has and that you're taking her to dinner because this will make you the most relevant that you've ever been. So congratulations, it's your big day. Go and celebrate. I am your dad and treat me as such. I know you're sitting in your room right now and you're starting to do math and you're going, hey, wait, today I can buy another Supreme sweatshirt because Jake made a video about me. Wow, now I have videos for 5 more days. And Brian, this is between you and I. We don't need to involve anybody else. So tell your friend Chantel to leave herself out of these reaction videos or whenever you talk about your dad like this.
I think you should put vanity to do your makeup. Yeah, I think that could be really useful.
There you go, yep.
Because Chantel, you should retire. The biggest moment of your career was when you dated Justin Bieber. You're irrelevant now. You walk around to all of these famous Hollywood people's camps and you try to hang out with them just to get famous, which is why you are now with Brian in his room reacting to a video that has nothing to do with you. And the Mercedes that you drive around in, your dad bought it for you. You don't make any money. I have way too much information on anybody and everybody in this YouTube space. And I stay silent because this is not what YouTube's about. I'm all about being positive and I hate doing this. But when you mess with my friends and you mess with things that are deep and dear to me, that's when you f up. And guys, you know I avoid stuff like this all the time. I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to do this. I will probably never talk about these scumbags again. And if you are a Brian fan, it is not too late to become a Jake Pauler, to switch to the good side, to change your life around for the better, and to make a positive
views. And the reason why I brought this up is because, I mean, Jake Paul just roasted me. You know, he made a lot of points in this video just taking me down. He said I was a bully. He said he made my career. He said I wanted to join Team 10. I mean, he was saying some insane stuff. But to top it off,
call your mom and tell her that it's your big day because this will make you the most relevant that you've ever been.
I mean, he was saying some crazy stuff, but this right here is insane. How can you think that? Bro, the most relevant you've been in your life was when you dropped Every Day, bro. We're in the song, he dissed Alissa, and then magically out of nowhere, a couple days, you and your brother just start hating each other. You guys randomly just start having internet beef. But like, I know brothers do say the darndest things sometimes, but like, was it really serious enough to drop diss tracks and videos about each other? I mean, you guys could have easily just like call each other up and squashed it. I don't know. Anyways, Alissa's and Jake beef was actually really, Jake just randomly just dissed her and she was defensive. She doesn't know how to rap. She came to me, we made a song and it banged. And then randomly, a couple days later, Logan and Jake no longer hate each other. They just magically love each other. Now they're one big happy family. Basically, whether the drama was real or fake, you were involved in drama that you started. So for you to say this,
people shouldn't be like beefing over the internet and like going back and forth and back and forth.
You literally were just fake beefing with your brother for views. When he was surrounded by all this controversy, he was getting like 6 to 7 mil a video, right? And that wasn't even long ago. That was like a couple months ago. Fast forward a few months, now he's getting 3, sometimes 2 mil a video. So his channel was dying, and so he bought a new house to try to revive his channel, and it kind of worked, but it's not quite there yet. So he's like, you know what? Let's start some drama. Let's roast RiceGum. And he instantly hops on the hate train. Well, look, Jake, good try, buddy. Good try. Commend yourself. High five. But I feel bad for you. I really do, because you literally should have just took your own advice.
Why would anybody start beef with RiceGum? He'll cook you up. Are you really dumb? You're dumb.
This was Jake before he got like really big, but like you were a fan of me. The funniest thing is he was actually spitting some facts.
There's a reason why they call him RiceGum. Why you take it serious? He does it just for fun.
He still couldn't rap back then. He still couldn't rap now, but low-key in that song he was spitting some facts.
Fun, never taking L's. He already won. No else. What he says is mostly true. That's why it bothers you.
Oh my. That is some straight up facts. Like that is just for real though. Like that's 100% accurate. He knows what's up. Like, you just understand that in his roast video he made it seem like he's my dad. Like he was above me. And all along he's been admiring me. Like it's one thing to watch my video. It's another thing to watch the video, like, and comment. But Jake went out of his way to make a song just hyping me up. Like that's some next level fanboying. Regardless, like I said, Jake said some insane, crazy stuff that I feel like I deserve to defend myself, because that's not fair, right? So just hear me out, but this is gonna be a good one.
He talks about how Nick and Tessa are fat, and he's body shaming them.
He calls me out for fat shaming, body shaming, when I really wasn't. I mean, I was just explaining, our elevator is spacious. Yours is just not that big, where if 2 people were to go in there, it would break. It would just over capacity. I could have said anyone's name, and I just so happen to not like Nick and Tessa because of our past experience. I have my reason. But I wasn't fat shaming, body shaming. If anything, I was elevator shaming. So sorry to your elevator if I offended any elevators out there, if anything. No, but nowadays the internet is very sensitive, and I could see why, people might see that as body shaming, as fat shaming. I was joking and I didn't mean to say that, but I am sorry for doing that. But that being said, Jake Paul has no room to call me out for that.
Oh, it's just one muffin. Why not?
I guess it's time to go work out now.
Bro, let's go to the pool.
Yeah, let's do it.
Imagine someone that was like uncomfortable with their body saw this type of stuff. Like that would just ruin their experience at the pool. They would always try to cover up. Like how can you come out and call me out when you film these type of videos and you tweeted this type of stuff? I know people are gonna say, this was the old him, this was back then on Vine. These are all old tweets. Guys, I wasn't even gonna bring up old stuff. I really wasn't, but he did it first.
The one example is like the rape thing. Like how can you even make fun of that as a human being?
But the thing is, what I said 3 years ago was unexpected. She randomly caught me off guard and I just slipped out. I accidentally said something I didn't mean. I said sorry. Jake, on the other hand, was purposely making these videos just fat shaming and body shaming. It wasn't an accident. He sat there, he directed it, he filmed it, he was a part of it, he was in it. He posted it just for what? To make jokes about fat people? Like, does that make yourself feel cooler? But look, Jake, also, if you're a firm believer of no fat jokes, no fat shaming, no body shaming, if you're that much of a firm believer, then you need to call out your own dad.
You see that? I just want to come over there, that fat kid.
Your dad, a grown-ass man, went out of his way to call a fan fat. You have no room to call me out for fat shaming when you've been doing it for who even knows how long, and we all know who you learned it from.
I just want to come over there, that fat kid.
He starts to make fun of suicide, and by implying that I should kill myself.
I guess I got some explaining to do. So in Jake's house tour video, he asked the viewers, he asked the audience,
You guys comment where you think and what you think should go in different places. But guys, I don't know what I want to put in here. I need your help with this. Like, what should I put in here? Does anyone know any dope like furniture that's like unique and cool and dope?
I wouldn't just randomly tell him to put a chair and a rope in his house. He asked for the help, and I just cracked a really bad joke and said, for decoration, put a rope there, and for furniture, put a chair there. But I wasn't implying Jake to go commit suicide or anyone in Team 10 to go go commit suicide. It was a reaction video, and I just tried to be funny and just did a really bad joke. But did what I say encourage my viewers to go out there and kill themselves? No. Did what I say increase the rate of suicide? No. But guys, I'm not delusional. Unlike Jake, when I mess up, I know I mess up, and I will sit here and own up to my mistakes. So with that being said, I am sorry to everyone that took offense to my joke. It wasn't even a joke. It wasn't even funny at all, and I am so sorry to everyone that took offense, including Jake. I am sorry. And to all the families that had to suffer because of suicide, I'm sorry deeply to you guys too for just being very, very insensitive, and just something that I should not be joking about.
And for you to make fun of somebody for their attributes that they might not be able to control is up, and you need to be stopped. Stop being a piece of shit. There is more to the world out there than bringing people down.
He makes it seem in his video that like all I do, everything I put out is just negative. Everything I put out is always a roast, this, when in reality that's not even true, bro. Yeah, I roast people, but there's Q&As, there's challenges, there's vlogs, there's music videos. Like I do other stuff besides just roast. All these YouTubers are always on the same stuff. Like they're always so happy, always so, oh, I want to be a good role model. Let's change the world, positive vibe. And like, yeah, that's cool, but like I just want to be different. And surprisingly enough, there's actually people out there that enjoy me making roast videos, which also encourages me to do it even more. But the thing is, I'm like kind of confused because why is he offended? Didn't he make that song? I thought similar to my 8 million subscribers. I thought that you would understand my sense of humor.
Why you take it serious? He does it just for fun.
But after calling me out for being a bully and a terrible person, he proceeds to say,
You're making fun of something that could be out of someone's control. And everyone should feel comfortable in their own bodies, and everyone can look however the they want.
I agree, that is a very, very good point. But how are you gonna just say that when you've done...
Yes, where are you from?
I'm from Kazakhstan originally, but...
It sounds like you're just gonna blow someone up. You're like, send the nuke!
He asked the fan where he was from, and from the fan's answer, he makes a bomb joke. Not only was he born there, and it's something that he can't even control, but... Dude, that's racist.
I thought that was...
That's how you good? Because you laugh like a walrus all the time. It's annoying.
Okay, not only was that kind of mean, but like that's something that she can't control. You just burst out laughing sometimes, and she was born with that laugh. And to top it all off, every time she laughs starting now, in the back of her head she's like, damn, should I laugh, not too loud because I might sound like a walrus? She's gonna be insecure and just kind of ashamed of her laugh.
Can't see, make it out with him ugly girlfriend.
Okay, so if you're confused, check out this picture. It kind of looks like Jake is just telling the kid what to say. And by the editing, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Jake was really out in these streets talking to the kid like, okay, say chance.
Chance.
Okay, good. Now say still.
Still.
Okay, good. Making out.
Making out.
Perfect. Okay, with his ugly. Make sure you say ugly.
With his ugly.
Okay, last one. Girlfriend.
And
so all he needs to do now is get his editor to chop it up and make it good. But wait, let's top it all off and just put subtitles just so she knows she's ugly. A little kid saying something savage, yeah, it's funny, ha. But then again, you're calling her ugly. That is her appearance. She was born that way. She can't control the way she looks. But hey, look, I'm not offended. He was just cracking a joke. All I'm trying to say is next time you try to call me out for something, just make sure and just double check that you haven't done it yourself, because it just makes you look really dumb. At the start of his rant, the tone in his voice, like, he just seemed very serious and like as if he was very sad and disgusted. And then all of a sudden, he just starts switching up, like in this poor attempt to try to take me down. He also tries to add humor into the video. Like, guys, these are actual words coming out of his mouth.
I am his daddy and iDubbbz is his mom. Logan and I are your dads. We gave birth to you.
Okay, I thought my dad was Asian. Wow, this is a lot to take in. Just give me a second to just process this. All right, so he said he was my dad, right? And they said iDubbbz is my mother. And then he said Logan is also my dad. So these three guys, I don't know how they formed me somehow, but how do I look like this if they're actually my dad? Should I look like this? I mean, I'm just confused right now, but wait, according to his logic, wouldn't that make Logan my grandfather? Because he made your career. So that would make Logan your grandfather, and then you guys just made me. Like, am I adopted? I just don't understand. But the point he was trying to make when he called himself my dad, he was basically saying that he made me and he's responsible for my success.
But wait, hold on. If we add up all the videos that you've ever made about me, it equals 200 million of your views. Your biggest video is because of me. I am your dad.
Okay, I only use them so much in my videos is because I realized that there is such a big market for anti-Jake Paul. Like people that don't like Jake Paul haters. Like his most popular video has more dislikes than likes, and I instantly knew Jake Paul has more haters than fans. So I instantly had to hop on and capitalize on the market and just get all these new fans. But the thing is, I don't understand why he's acting like he created me. Like I already had 5 million subscribers before I even roasted Jake, let alone I was already considered a top YouTuber before he even came into the scene. And before I even knew who you were, I was already dropping bangers. These were all viral videos that I just plain out did on my own. I came up on my own. Did you film these videos? Did you edit these videos? Are your names in these titles? No. So stop acting like you created me. And I'm gonna be honest, last year I made quite a bit of videos on Jacob Sartorius. I got a ton of views off of this kid. But as of right now, Jacob Sartorius isn't nearly as big as he was last year. Because as Jacob went down, Jake Paul went up. Every year YouTubers come and go, and you just so happen to be the Jacob Sartorius this year. And then next year when someone more viral and more annoying than you pops up, I'll be the first one to make a video about him, get my subscribers, get my viewers up, and then I'm bouncing.
But in your video, you started comparing us. You started saying that, oh, our house is this, your house is that. Don't ever compare me to your sorry ass.
Alright man, he has a point, you know. Just because our house are, you know, in the same level of coolness, there is no way I can be comparing myself to him. He has more subscribers than me, he has more views than me, which means he makes more money than me. He's also an actor in a Disney show, so for him to say we can't compare each other, he has a point and he low-key roasted me. But then after saying don't compare us, he proceeds to compare us.
I bought this house with my own damn money. You're paying rent for one room.
Congrats on your house. It looks like something I would want to raise a family in. But as of now, I need a place where I can trap out of. And you know, buying a house is such a big commitment and I get bored really easily. And chances are, in 6 months or so, I will get bored of this place and I'm gonna rent a bigger place.
Made a video about your AdSense earnings. Let's check it out.
So last month, I made a roughly $60,000.
If I make $60,000 in one day, I come here to my bed and I cry myself to sleep as a failure. $60,000 for me is a bad day.
Yeah, I know, you make more money than me. Like, I don't think you had to say that because everyone watching already knew that information, you know? Like, all you had to say was,
don't ever compare me to your sorry ass.
Like, that's all you had to say. Like, we already got the message. You don't have to keep comparing us after you say don't compare us. But anyways, about the 60K thing, that was about a year ago when I was still in my mom's house. You know, times have changed, but like everyone starts somewhere. You know, people would kill for 60K a month. Some people can't even make 60K a year. But according to Jake's Paul logic, you know, I'm not on his level, but you know, according to his logic, I would consider 60K a week a very, very bad week, a terrible week. But am I gonna cry myself to sleep over it? No, because money isn't what makes me happy.
Brian is a YouTuber. I am an actor, a businessman, a CEO. I run a multi-million-dollar company.
Is it that serious? Like, he's like really getting into it. Guys, when I was comparing us, this is all I said. This is our house at night, this is their house at night. Who has the cooler house from the outside? Just vote in the comments, I'm just really curious.
In your video, you started comparing us. Don't ever compare me to your sorry ass.
Dude, relax. Like, is it really that serious? I was just curious. This dude's over here like spitting and shit. Anyways, he just keeps going on.
I'm a Disney Channel star. I've done Fox movies, YouTube Red movies. I have my own YouTube Red show. My page has 3 billion views. I've been doing this for 1 year.
Okay, dude, I'm gonna have to stop you there. Your accomplishments are impressive, period. Like, what you're doing is already good, already cool. I don't know why he keeps putting a time frame on him. He acts like he just magically pops up and now he's just making 60K a day. Like, he just keeps saying it took him a year. He did all this stuff in a year. You made a song just fanboying me and sucking me off a year and a half ago. Like, that alone is already over a year. Not to mention, rewind 3 years back, you were already actively trying on YouTube and posting vlogs.
Stop it.
No, he wasn't ready. I've been doing this for 1 year.
But even before that, your brother was already big on Vine, and that's how you started out on Vine, and then you proceed to make Instagram videos, Facebook videos. You were already getting views and followers. Like, I didn't know you back then. I wasn't a fan back then, but like, this is all public knowledge. You damn near have put so many years into this. Like, you have so many people around you constantly helping you. You have a camera crew. You have a team that edits your videos. You've been in LA for like years now, honestly, which means you've been developing connections and you have more resources. Like, you worked your way up, and you deserve all the things you have because you worked for it, but it did not take you a year. So please, just please stop saying that. And then not only that though, he proceeds to slander and disrespect my name.
You've been a YouTuber for like, since I can remember.
As long as you can remember, Why is this guy making it seem like I've been grinding my whole life? So let's go back and look at some of my first vids. This was actually my first viral video, and this video was actually posted before this video, which didn't go viral sadly, but this was a thank you for 50K that was posted after, which means I didn't even have 50K at the time. I think I had like 10K. And for people that make videos, they know starting out from nothing and just starting out brand new on a new platform, it is literally almost impossible. Like a few videos before my These Kids Must Be Stopped, I literally said, if this video gets 2,000 thumbs up by the night, I was literally asking for 2,000 likes. I'm getting 2 million now. That shit was nothing. I came up. So let's clarify. I went from nothing to 8 mil in under 2 years. I built a name for myself through the bottom of YouTube. You, on the other hand, had a famous brother. You were doing vines, you were doing Instagram, you were doing Facebook videos, and then you transferred your fan base you already built to YouTube. So for you to make it seem like I'm the one that has been grinding my whole life and you're the one that just magically pops off in 1 year is ridiculous, because in reality, you're the one that has been doing this shit longer than me. This whole video has been consistent of just Jake saying the most craziest things, but wait, it doesn't stop there. He just keeps going.
It's crazy how you guys want to copy us and create your little clout gang.
Since when was starting a team and bringing together YouTubers to form a group your idea? I don't know who the first person to do this was, but it definitely wasn't you. Because do you know what MadCon is, where all the Viners join together to form a group? Or FaZe Clan, a group of just gamers to, you know, all come together? Or Sideman, David Dobrik's crew, like the list goes on. The only thing that separates Team 10 from all these other groups is you guys just have more fans. That's it. You guys are doing the same exact formula. There's a proven formula to work, and it just makes making content a lot easier, make growing a lot easier. You guys are all sharing fans, you guys are all collaborating. But the thing is, you claim that Team 10 is like one big happy family when Alissa used to be in Team 10, and she told me everyone in Team 10 hates you, they despise you, they're just around you to get their followers up. Clout Gang is all my friends. I'm living in a house with my friends. There's no leader, there's no head boss, no one takes orders from anyone. Me and Banks had a vision, so that's why we started up Clout Gang, but we're not leaders, we're not above anyone, like we're all equals, we're all friends. Alissa told me what Team 10 meant, and you actually even said this in an interview, but it used to be named 10 Digit Entertainment or something like that, 10 Digit Media, some random stuff. They switched it over to Team 10. The 10 in Team 10 represents 10 digits, and there's 10 digits in $1 billion. And the main goal is for Jake's company, Team 10, to be worth $1 billion one day. It seems like all he cares about is money. He's doing all this team stuff just for the money, which is okay because that's his life. I mean, that's his business. Like, I like money too. But don't say we copy you guys when you guys weren't even the first ones to do it. On top of that, our goals and motives are just completely different. Clout and Clout Gang, like, go Google it. The actual definition means power and influence. That's what we care about. That's what motivates us. It is now a popular slang word that represents followers and internet activity. I love making videos because it is fun, and also I have a voice. People actually listen to the things I say. The things I say actually affect people in a good way, or sometimes even in a bad way. That's why Jake is mad at me. That's called influence. I don't care about a 10 digit or making $1 billion company. I am driven solely off of power and influence. You are driven solely off of money. Stop saying we are trying to copy. We are not even the same. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but throughout that whole video, it was just filled with manipulation.
And if you are a Brian Lee supporter, like, I feel sorry for you.
Oh no, guys, Jake Paul feels bad for us. What are we gonna do?
And Brian Lee supporters, there is more to the world than dragging people down and being negative. That won't get you anywhere.
That won't get me anywhere. I mean, it got me somewhere.
There is more to the world, and it's not too late to literally join a positive YouTuber and change your mindset on life.
He really tries to like target my viewers and my fan base. He says RiceGum is very, very negative. Stop supporting him right now. Go support someone positive. He's trying to make everyone turn against me.
You guys need to change your mindset, or you're gonna live your life just being filled with hatred.
Why is this guy telling my fans what to do? He's not saying like, yo, you guys should, you know, change your mindset in life. He is literally saying you need to change your mindset in life, or you will be filled with hatred.
If you are wearing his merch, that means you support all of this negativity and all that bad stuff, which makes you not cool in my book.
Once again, if you guys wear my merch, it's not because you guys like me as a person or like my music. It's not because you like the actual clothes. It's because
you support all of this negativity and all that bad stuff.
Guys, he is literally saying, stop buying Rice's merch and come buy my merch because I'm positive. What is wrong with you?
And if you are a Brian fan, it is not too late to become a Jake Pauler, to switch to the good side, to change your life around for the better.
Change your life for the better. Okay, are you kidding me right now? This was what it was all about in the first place. It is clear now. Your views started dropping, so you started drama with me to get more views. And then you try to manipulate my fans so you can gain more. That's what this was all about. Bro, there is enough views for everyone. I am not selfish. You guys can like Jake, and you can also like me. You can watch his vids, and also watch my vids, and also watch Jacob Satori's vids. You can watch whoever you want. Jake is the one saying that there's two sides. A good side, a bad side, negative, positive, and you know, it's not too late to switch over, guys. Pick a side. Like, I'm not about to tell you guys who to support or who to not support. Like, I don't care. And the funniest thing is he literally calls all my fans
not cool in my book. You're gonna live your life just being filled with hatred. Brian Lee supporters, there is more to the world than being negative, which makes you not cool in my book.
And then out of nowhere, randomly, he's telling those same exact fans that he was just bashing on to go subscribe to him.
It is not too late to become a Jake Pauler.
But the thing that I'm really confused about is he claims to be so much bigger and so much richer than me, but he's still trying to stay relevant through drama and through me. Look guys, YouTubers come and go every year. Jake, you killed it during summer. You were everywhere. You were on headlines. You were causing so much controversy. You were having so much reckless behavior. You were dropping songs and they were blowing up. You had all this hype around you, but when the hype started dying down, you noticed a decline. I mean, you dropped the song and it seemed like you put a lot of work into the audio, into the music video. I mean, you had all this production. You were on a boat. You casted all your fans in the background. It did 10 million views in a month and a half. Like, you're Jake Paul, dude. That's the type of stuff you cry yourself to sleep to. And then you have me on the other hand, where I just dropped a song last week. It's already at 19 mil. That's already more than you in a week. And guess what? It wasn't about you. And also, a couple days ago, Jake tweeted at me where he was claiming to be my dad or something. I replied, and just looking at the activity of the tweets, like, come on. Jake Paul is big or whatever, but as of now, he is old news. And the fact that he can sit there and act like he owns me and he's like my dad is ridiculous when this dude is my biggest fan. But wait, he is not done yet. There is more.
This kid Brian Lee, who has this platform where he promotes negativity. Jake Paulers, we need to stand up against this. We're changing the world for the better. That's the type of stuff that Brian should be using his platform for.
How is he gonna tell me how to use my platform? Apparently, guys, if you don't use the platform the same exact way he does, it's the wrong way. It's bad. And wait a minute. Did he just say he was changing the world?
We're changing the world for the better. 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 We're changing the world for the better.
Bro, I'm not you. You can go out and change the world and do all this good stuff. That's you. Why do I have to do that? I just want to make people laugh. Why can't I just make people laugh? And then he proceeds to say,
you're setting a terrible example for every kid who watches your video.
I'm a terrible example, apparently. You know, Jake, you can be a good role model. You can be a great example to kids. You can go change the world. That's your stuff. Why do I have to do that? I just want to make people laugh. Why are YouTubers held at such high pedestals like we're all role models? I am just an ordinary kid that sits in my room and talks to a camera by myself with a light pointing on my face. Like, that's what I do. I don't have any life advice or inspirational stories for you guys. I signed up for this shit to make people laugh, not to be a good role model. So Jake, stop trying to manipulate people to tell them that there's a right or wrong way to use their platform. Like, no, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. But I could have sworn you use your platform to try to ruin someone's career.
He like put his arm out and like went like this.
You like lost your breath.
Yeah,
right?
like he knocked the wind out of me. And I looked up at him and I realized immediately that it was Banks. And
you use your platform to falsely accuse my roommate of assault. That was your fault. You should have got more facts and proof. I don't know how you're trying to change the world with your platform when you're doing shit like that. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. I believe this is the part where I say, now I'm mad and go to the studio and make a diss track, but like, I already made one on him and it just wouldn't make sense. I actually saw this on Twitter and like people want us to fight and like I'm not really a violent person, so I don't know what to say about this. Like, it's just awkward. I don't know what to do. So I guess I'll just end it right.
Guys, time to get a little bit serious, to get a little bit juicy. And you guys, as Jake Paulers, are probably gonna see a little bit of a side of me that I never ever show. So I get home from Los Angeles and I'm doing my thing, whatever. And someone asked me. They asked me if I have seen Brian Lee's new video. And if you guys don't know who Brian Lee is, a lot of you guys know him by his alias name of RiceGum's. His name is Brian, and that's how I'm going to address him. They were like, "Yo, have you seen Brian's new video?" And I was like, no, like what's it about? Like what's going down? I don't know. And they tell me that it's a video about them reacting to our new Team 10 house
Any house with an elevator just makes the house automatically cool. The thing is though, their house is only 2 floors, right? And like, take the stair. Our house has 8 floors, so sometimes going up and down, it's like kind of hard, so we need an elevator. Y'all got 2 floors, boy.
And basically just like talking smack on everything the whole entire time. And that's totally fine. But then they proceeded to tell me that within the video, he was making fun of suicide, of people committing suicide.
And then a rope hanging down with like the swirly thing and then like a chair underneath, just right around there somewhere.
And then he was making fun of Nick Crompton and Tessa Brooks and body shaming them and calling them fat.
That's not an elevator. Like, I'm telling you, if Tessa and Nick Crompton hopped in that, it would